Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Margaret Ann. Well, for today's video, I would first want to say that it's been a really long while since I posted my last video, and yeah, I owe you a lot because of that. So for today's video, let's talk about the WH questions of my life here in the land of the sushi. I mean the land of the rising sun. Japan! Okay, from time to time I will look at this piece of paper right here because I got everything written on it. So for this video, I noticed that there are a lot of people who are leaving me comments on my YouTube account and also on my Facebook regarding the JET program. And this is solely going to be about that. So first, let's talk about the who. Who are you? I don't want to sound so terrible, but I will tell you about myself first. So let's do the traditional Jiko Shokai. はじめまして、私はマーガレット・アン・アベラです。フィリピンのから来ました。よろしくお願いします。So now you got some tips on how you're gonna introduce yourself using Nihongo or Japanese language. So you see, my name is Margaret Ann Abelar and I am from Dasmariñas City, Cavite, Philippines. My city, yes, is just somehow 45 minutes to an hour away from Manila, and we are the city of butterflies. Some of you are asking about what my job was back in the Philippines. I was working as a school teacher. Yes. So for my first year of teaching career, I was working in a private school called the Sisters of Mary of Banu in Silang, Cavite. And then for the next 2 years, I've already been teaching at the public school called the Dasmariñas West National High School. And don't get me wrong, I really loved working at the public school because I get to meet a lot of students from different backgrounds and also a lot of co-teachers with different stories, and that they contributed so much in my life and to who I am today. Okay, let's next move on with the what. What am I doing here in Japan? So you see, I am working as an ALT, Assistant Language Teacher, under the JET program, the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. For those who are not knowledgeable about the JET program, I will tell you that the JET program is a project of the Japan government to employ assistant language teachers from a country whose native language or second language is English. And what the Japan government would do is employ them from outside the country. So during my time, I did all the application process first back in the Philippines, and then I moved to Japan to start my job. So that is the JET program. It is solely about internationalization because Japanese government would want to educate their students about how big the world is and how big the opportunity you could get if you can speak the universal language, which is English. And currently, the Japanese government is on the mission of employing more and more English speakers into the country because soon they're going to hold the 2020 Olympics. Yeah, who's excited about that? Me. Okay. Next, I will tell you about my task as an ALT. What do I do as an ALT? Coming from the word itself, Assistant Language Teacher. So it means I will have to work with a Japanese teacher of English. So during my videos, I would simply call them my JTE or my JTL, the Japanese teacher of language. And so what I usually do in a classroom is very simple. For other ALTs, it can be different because, as I always say, every situation is different. So for my situation, what I usually do is I have the first half of the class and the latter part of it would go to my JTE to work on some activities or do worksheets or study grammar. Because for us ALTs, we are actually the ones who insert fun into the classroom. Yes, So what we usually do is we will formulate our fun activities, games, or sometimes we could also make worksheets that could be fun for the students to work on too. But generally, we are helping the Japanese teacher of English to educate these students and teach them specifically the English language in a really fun and interactive way. That's why I love my job. Who doesn't want to have fun in the classroom? Of course we all do. Next, let's move on with the next W. When did you arrive in Japan? So for our next batch of JET aspirants, I know that they're already aware that the application of the JET program for Filipinos started last November 6. So last year, the application for the JET program started on October 2, if I'm not mistaken. And the deadline was January 4th or January 7th, which I'm also not really sure about now. But I kind of remember these small details about my application process because I have prepared so much for this. I have put every single effort so that I could achieve my goal to be a part of the JET program. And here I am now. So I arrived here in Japan back in August 5th, 2018. We first went to Tokyo because we had to attend the Tokyo orientation for 3 days. So we were in Tokyo for 3 days, and then on the 8th of August, I already flew here in Hokkaido. I would love to tell you more about Hokkaido, so let's move on with my next WH question. Where are you posted in Japan? So, fun fact about the JET program is they're gonna give you a chance, at least, to write down where do you want to be posted or to be placed in Japan. So if you know a lot about Japan, maybe you would choose to be in Sendai, in Kyoto, maybe in Tokyo, of course, or in Chiba, Niigata, Nagano, and all these places. On my application form, I wrote down 3 preferred locations that I would want to go to. It's Niigata, Shizuoka, and Chiba. But where I am now, I am in Iwamezawa, Hokkaido. Iwamezawa is in Sorachi region. Sorachi region is the central region of Hokkaido, and I am just 30 minutes away from Sapporo, which is the capital of Hokkaido. So that's where I am now. I'm in Iwamezawa, Hokkaido. Such a beautiful place. Basically, that's it for now. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope that this answers all your WH. Still don't know how to make the H. Questions about my life here in Japan. For those who are still very afraid about being placed in Hokkaido, I have something for you. Yes, our senpais, our Filipino JET ALTs here in Hokkaido, want to send you a bit of a very inspirational message. Here they are. Let's watch this.
Hello, Donnie here, second year JET. So sa mga mag-a-apply this year, good luck! Kaya yan! Kapatid!
Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm from Bacolod City. Okay, I've been here for 3 years already. I'm in my 3rd year as a JET.
Congratulations! And how was your experience in the JET
It's
program?
been great so far. Like, I enjoy the kids, and it's always refreshing to go to your schools and meet those kids, and you'll be greeted like, so it's really fun. So if you guys are interested, please join the JET program.
Thank you!
Okay, as far as all the Filipino JETs, I live in the northernmost part of Japan, and I'm proud of that. I'm like 3 hours away from the northern tip of Japan, and I'm closer to Russia than to the Philippines. So if you're worried about snow, don't worry, I survived. Okay, so good luck and enjoy.
Yay! Thank you!
Hello from Sapporo. This is a first year JET speaking, and I'd just like to say good luck to everyone applying for JET. You can do it. Ganbatte kudasai.
Yeah!
I'm from Cagayan City. It's a very small town in Mindanao. It's in Zamboanga del Sur. I don't know if you know that province, but it's small and it's unknown to most Filipino people. But yeah, I come from a very small town.
Yeah, how long have you been here in the JET program?
It's actually my third year, and so far I've been enjoying my JET program experience.
Can you tell them about your students?
My students are godsend, they're angels. Very kind, very disciplined, very behaved. I don't have any problems with them at all. I invite all of you to apply to the JET program. It's an experience of a lifetime. I assure you that you will regret that decision to come here because Japanese people are great. Everybody's great here. You will enjoy your time.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
Hey honeys! I hope that you're enjoying all my videos here on YouTube. And for those who are aspiring to be a part of the JET program for Batch 2019, we are inviting you to come to Japan and be a part of our big family. See you in Japan!